Hi, my name is Stella.
And I'm Casey, and welcome to the Christian Expats. As we head into another year, it is good to reflect back on what has happened over the year 2020.
It's been a crazy ride last year with everything that has happened. The uncertainties and sudden changes. But there are some great lessons that has been learned over this time.
Last week, we have shared what we ourselves have learned over the past year. But on this video, we have invited some Christian YouTubers and bloggers to share their learnings, and they are all simply inspiring.
And so what are we waiting for? Let's go check it out.
Okay, 2020.
Was an intense year.
Very, very tough.
Malas daw ang 2020.
Is the worst year that we ever had.
Itong 2020 naging mahirap.
Grabe po, no? Marami pong nangyari this 2020.
So marami talagang bagay na dumating noong 2020 na hindi mo in-expect.
Ang pinakamatunog na verse yung
Romans 8:28.
all things work together for good. Pero hahanapin mo nasan yung good dun sa side na maraming nawala ng trabaho.
Isa po ako sa mga tao po na nawalan ng trabaho during that time.
At karamihan sa atin nawala ng mahal sa buhay.
Marami na silang plano.
I had so many plans that I wanted to do. All those plans didn't happen.
We were all forced to stay at home. We were all forced to be quarantined.
Pag tinuloy mo yung verse, all things work together for good for those who love Him. Pag mahal mo ang Panginoon, pangit man yung sitwasyon, maganda yan.
Itong 2020 is blessing pa din kasi despite sa mga bagay na nangyari, God is always faithful. Hindi siya nagpabaya.
Sobrang dami pong itinuro ng 2020 na to sa amin, lalo na sa pamilya ko, especially sa paglilingkod namin sa Panginoon. So isa rin po sa mga natutunan ko nung during that time is yung magtiwala ka sa Panginoon, no? Isa nga po sa mga nabasa ko sa Psalms chapter 46 verse 11 ay yung be still and know that I am God.
Being still is something that I'm not used to. I was born and raised in the States. I'm based out of California, and all I was taught was go, go, go. You're always on the go. You go to school, you go to work, you go here, you go there. It's just always about this hustle and bustle lifestyle. But the thing is that is not the way God wants us to be.
God taught me so much. God taught me how to stay calm down, keep the peace that He given to me.
Sobrang busy na ng tao ngayon. Sobrang advanced na ng mga nangyayari. Yung technology, kinakain na yung oras natin.
I was so consumed by all the things that are happening in our world, but what He wanted me to hear was, Jaivie, be still and know that I am God. But the thing is that being still wasn't about just resting or taking a break or going to sleep or just staying at home. It wasn't that type of being still. He taught me a different definition this past year. Being still is having an awareness of His presence. Being still is knowing that He is there and you are aware that He is there and you recognize His presence.
At the same time, I understand how to value little things that I already have and not depending on material things.
One of the things that I learned along the way revolves around being grateful for the little blessings. It made me realize that my life has been blessed by God and that I took for granted the little blessings that God has given to me. If I'm being a parent, I fell into the mindset of wanting more and more, but the fact that I can even eat 3 times a day is more than a blessing in itself. And I hope to take this gratefulness into the next year and the years to come.
Isa sa mga natutunan ko, kahit anong estado mo sa buhay, pagdating sa pagsubok, lahat kayo pantay-pantay. Lahat kayo nadidepress, lahat kayo na-stress, lahat kayo nagkakaroon ng problema. Pagdating sa pagsubok at wala ka na halos mahawakan, wala ka na halos makapitan, doon lumalabas yung pagkareliyoso ng tao. Maraming tao pa rin ang kumapit sa pananampalataya, which is good thing. Siguro ito yung way ng Lord para ipaalala sa atin na bumalik sa pananampalataya.
Another lesson that I've learned along the way is that kindness, patience, and prayer are so powerful. Even through all the craziness that has happened, through the forest fires and the typhoons and the pandemic, even through all that, I've seen God's kindness shine through.
Lalong-lalo na sa prayer aspect natin. So by faith and by prayer, talagang tinutugon ng Panginoon ang ating mga panalangin sa Kanya.
Yung pagtitiwala mo sa Panginoon na sa Kanyang mga salita, ayun yung pinanghuhugutan mo ng kalakasan. Biglang dumating po si Ulysses. Kami po ay binigyan ng proteksyon ng ating Panginoon at hindi po kami nasama doon sa mga naanod at nabahang lugar dito sa San Mateo.
Huwag mong kakalimutan na sa kabila ng mga nangyari, mahal na mahal ka ng Panginoon.
Honestly, if there were no struggles or strife, I wouldn't have seen God's love in such a miraculous way.
Marahil ito yung way ng Lord para sabihin sa atin na balik tayo sa pananampalataya, balik tayo sa Kanya.
The increase of streaming online and the increase of preaching the word through Facebook and YouTube and so on, it has been so much more accessible than ever before to give your life to Christ.
Lahat po ng mga services po natin every Sunday naging through online na po. So mas marami pong na-reach na tao. Isa rin po sa binigay sa akin ng Panginoon na verse is yung Jeremiah chapter 33 verse 3. Call unto me and I will answer thee and I will show you great things that you can imagine.
Madami din akong natutunan na gusto kong dalhin sa year 2021. Sana dito ay ang pagharap mo sa mga takot mo. Don't be afraid to take risk regardless of what would be the result.
So totoo lang, nandun yung adjustment sa Christian. Ilalaban mo siya palagi ng faith mo.
Faith talaga natin ay sinubok ng Panginoon.
And I know that you are trying to put me in a place where I could hear you because I was no longer hearing Him.
I've never seen bigger spiritual growth than the year like this. Yes, there were giant walls that were built in front of us and it seemed impossible to climb over, but instead God broke through those walls and I've seen Him move in such a way that I've never seen before.
Mahirap man yung naging sitwasyon. Basta't mahal mo ang Diyos, titingnan mo siya in a good way. Wala kang magagawa. Pag sinabi ng Lord na ito na yung paraan at panahon para umuwi sila, wala na tayong magagawa. Hindi natin control lahat ng bagay at lahat ng pwedeng mangyari sa mga susunod na araw, sa mga susunod na taon. Pero as long as nananampalataya ka, naniniwala ka sa Diyos, mawala man lahat ng meron ka, basta't meron kang pananampalataya, nandun pa rin yung pag-asa.
Yung prayer natin ay ganito na dapat. Lord, can you change me? Yan po. Baguhin niyo po ako para maunawaan ko ang mga bagay na aking hinaharap or aking mga pagsubok na aking pagdadaanan pa.
And also, do not push things that are not meant to happen now. Kasi what is meant for you will always be yours. Kung ito yung inaalaw ni Lord na mapunta sa'yo, walang makakapigil doon.
Because at the end of the day, everything will end to Him. We cannot handle things, we cannot handle time and situation, but God can do. He can do many things that we cannot do, and He see the future that along the way.
Kontrolado ng Diyos lahat at hindi niya tayo iwamayaan, hindi niya tayo iiwanan sa kahit anong bagay natin. Kung mananatili lang tayo sa Kanya, kung mahal natin siya.
Iisipin kung ano yung sasabihin ng ibang tao sa'yo. Ang importante kung ano yung tingin ng Panginoon sa'yo at nagagawa mo kung ano yung will niya at nagagawa mo kung ano yung alam mong tama. So, continue to be a blessing.
And that is what I plan to continue on and carry over to 2021 is learning how to be still, learning how to be aware of His presence.
This 2021 po, dadalhin ko po yung passion ay tinuro sa akin ng Panginoon. Malalim na pananampalataya, yung kauhawan sa presensya niya everyday para mas lalong maibigay natin yung the best na service para sa Panginoon at patuloy po tayong maglilingkod at ibabahagi ang salita ng Diyos this 2021.
And I've been so encouraged from the word of 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 17. This is an inspiring Bible verse where we all have an idea when we accepted Christ, all things has gone and the new has come. And that's what we want and I want to accept in my life. Is that forget the bad things that happen, but remember the lesson learned from year 2020 and apply that in year 2021.
Christians all over the world working together to create a movement, showing the love of God even more. And I hope to take the strength that God has provided for not only me, but for many other Christians to break down even more walls and defeat even more Goliaths in the year 2021.
Para sa akin, blessing din ang nangyari to. Pag pinahintulutan ng Diyos na pwede kong ikwento to sa mga magiging apo ko para malaman nila kung gaano kabuti yung Diyos sa panahon ng pandemya.
We just want to thank everyone who participated this collab. Kuya Kirby, Kuya Rubert, Kuya Larz, and Jed, thank you so much.
And we also want to say thank you to Micah, and Jaivie. If you want to see more of them, we'll link their YouTube channels and blogs in the description box below.
Again, thank you, and we'll see you on the next video.
Bye!